Good morning. It is day 52 of the Mississippi River Trail, where I, as a single mom, am paddling the Mississippi River with 7 of my 15 kids from Minnesota all the way down to Louisiana.
We're a family of 15 kids. One mom and Smoky Bear.
And the 7 youngest of us are paddling the whole Mississippi River.
This is chaos made fun.
Come follow our adventure.
All right, guys, meet Ross. This has been one of the craziest, most amazing river angels we have had. He has gone above and beyond. We have had dinner and breakfast and even coffee, thanks to you.
Yep.
And he has just opened his doors completely to us. He arranged for us to stay at the Clinton Marina, and there has been no need unmet, even down to laundry. So thank you very much. And so he wants to write his name on my paddle of all things, and he gets to do the honor since we are here with him. I would absolutely love for you to do that. So.
Okay.
All right.
Do I get to put a message there too?
Oh yeah, you can write anything you want.
All right.
You got the whole paddle. What did y'all think about the stay here?
It was fun. Nice, but it was also hot.
Hot. That's one of the reasons we're here. We had shade, you had fishing.
Oh,
what
Mom.
do y'all tell Mr. Ross and Vicky, his wife, for everything they have done?
Thank you.
Vicky, you're welcome. Enjoy your trip.
All right,
There you
name
go.
is on the paddle. Let's see it. You're a hero, Mom, Ross. Thank you for everything with
I'm
her.
glad you guys enjoyed Clinton, Iowa.
Yep, and the Sawmill Museum, you made that happen. So.
Yep. Even Smoky learned something up in there.
Oh yes, I think Smoky said yesterday. Yeah, tell us about it, Smoky.
About what, the sawmill?
Your experience in Clinton.
Oh, well, the experience at Clinton here has been, I'd like to say more, but I don't want to take away. We stayed at some really, really nice spots. So, but this here is going to really be tough not to be the best spot we stayed at. The museum yesterday was amazing. I was in awe over the 3D demonstration with the 4 founders of the city.
Oh yeah, they're
I
heads.
sit there and watched that. I mean, that was very good. Somebody really put a lot of time setting that up. I give the museum, the Marina. I also want to mention Josh and his scooters up
yeah,
there.
Josh too.
Josh
Yes,
opened up.
absolutely.
I went up and talked to Josh. I happened to get a hold of the owner and talk to him, and
That
he
was
opened
absolutely
up
amazing.
10 scooters for us yesterday for free so that we could go. The kids rode around. They had such a good time. This has been a wonderful stop.
Who's gonna win, Betty or Dash?
That's a Baxter, a button, and a daisy all wrapped up in one.
Get alerts when we release new episodes. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
All right, guys, so meet Miss Jean. This is the lady behind the entire marina and who Ross has worked with to make this happen.
The marina itself has been here 16 years, this marina. There's always been a marina, but we've upgraded and whatnot. So it's one of our charms of Clinton, our riverfront. We would love to host anyone coming through. We have a large patio underneath the restaurant up on the top of the hill.
I showed that off with
did
all of our
you?
tents set up in it.
Good.
Technically,
Oh.
we did not have to set up our tents in it because it would have been like cowboy camping.
Yeah.
But I figured if they were enclosed in a tent, they might be a little more prone to falling asleep. Didn't work, but I tried.
That's
They were too
awesome.
excited.
Yeah.
But yes, the little patio up there is just amazing. The food was good too. There's a
Yes.
restaurant above the marina, and
The
dinner.
Candlelight Inn.
Yes, and dinner came from them last night, thanks to all these lovely people, and that was just as amazing. That was good food.
Oh, we love
So-
hosting people. It's always been that way with Clinton. It's a great community, a small community that loves stuff like this. In fact, if we had been able to get the word that you were coming out, I bet you anything there would have been a lot more people down here to welcome you. Yeah.
Oh, as
She's
it
the
was.
talk of the town right now.
We had such a lovely visit. The Sawmill Museum, Eagle Point. There's a castle up there. Oh, can you tell us a little about the history of the castle? Because I know people are going to ask what's up with the castle.
That is based on the Second World War when I believe the president was putting in the work program.
Mm-hmm.
So here, all throughout the Midwest, you'll see structures built out of the slate to keep people busy, to provide income
I did read a little bit about that, where it employed a bunch of unemployed
It did.
people. So
It
was that
did.
just the whole point of the castle? It was to employ people?
Exactly.
Oh, see, there you have it.
And throughout the Eagle Point, there's bridges. You might have seen the main one. Then there's other hidden ones on the hiking trails.
Yeah, we didn't get to explore. There's so many hiking
there's-
trails in there. So another reason to come back to Clinton, because there's so much to explore. Eagle Point, the park itself, it's like big. It's like over 100 acres, right?
Easy.
Oh yeah, and like
Beautiful.
multiple playgrounds. Definitely a place to revisit.
Amen.
But Jean has been amazing, and we have met so many wonderful people here just because of what she's done, what she's been willing to do.
Oh, absolutely.
So, and you don't even have to through paddle. If you just want to come out here and paddle a little bit and just meet everybody, there's just a world full of crazy cool people.
And crazy people.
Yeah, I'm in that category too.
Crazy
So
happy.
that's why we get
Yes,
along.
Life is good. Life
But
is good.
huge thanks to Jean, the whole marina, the whole town actually of Clinton,
Yes.
because they're behind this and they help
Yes.
make it happen. We had police making extra patrols last night because of
Yes.
us. So not only did we not get run off, they were working on our behalf. So
No running you off.
Yeah, I know.
No.
So a very safe place to stay, and we absolutely enjoyed it. So thank you for everything.
Absolutely.
All right.
Mwah.
Friends and
Mwah.
relationships made and lasting for a good long lifetime.
Yes.
We are so surrounded by love and hospitality and the deep relationships that we make along the way that I get so busy talking and just loving the people that we've met and have come to be a part of our life that my focus is not always on the videos or remembering to do the morning video. So we're out here on the water after we paddled out so we can recap and go over today. We arrived into Clinton, Iowa yesterday. The winds, we knew Sunday was going to be a brutal day as far as winds go. They were 40 miles an hour. So with the advice to stay off the water completely, we shuttled into Clinton, which is where we would have ended our day previously. Because I have realized if we are constantly waiting out wind on this trail, we would still be stuck in probably Guttenberg. So if we cannot do our miles on the river due to wind, benefits of a support vehicle, we shuttle up to where we would have ended that day and then pick up and move from there. That keeps us on track, on schedule, and though we may miss some river miles, we still experience the towns and we can continue on with our schedule since there are people down the way waiting for us to arrive. But our heart and soul is on the river and our goal is to be on the river. Just the wind seems to think differently some of the time. Not a lot of the time, but some of the time. So Clinton, Iowa has been like as amazing as Genoa, Rudy's Barn Hotel. There are so many places I can name that have just reached out and gone above and beyond. But the relationships, I'll say it again and again and again, it's the people we meet along the way and how willing they are to welcome in 7 kids. Not everyone receives 7 kids well, which is understandable, but those that are willing to take that leap of faith and reach out and just go above and beyond, and no detail was left unattended to, down to our laundry, our meals, everything. And then they saw us off. Eagle Point Park, Sawmill Museum, our entire stay there was as homey as it could be. It felt like home. It is a town that just feels like you're coming home to it, and the people are what do that. So hopefully we can make some change and advocate for Clinton to become more of a through paddler stop and just on the map because of what a place it is. But as much as we did not want to leave, there were some tears as we left the park, the playground, and the relationships and the kids they played with. We are back on the water. And we are headed into Cordova. And that is on the Illinois side because we have Iowa on one side, Illinois on the other. And it is a beautiful sunny day. We have no locks today in our future. And the next lock is in Davenport. Davenport, lock 15, We have, so I think next up is lock 14. 12, we drove around in the middle of the night at 1 a.m. because conservation lady chose to stick to the rules, which is understandable. Don't falter for that. And then 13, we was a wind day. So we were able to go look at the lock and see it, but there were not even any barges out on the water yesterday. So we didn't get to see any watercraft at all. Any barge go through lock 13, but we did see it just to say we've been there. So we are headed into lock 14 in Davenport probably tomorrow. And we will come into the Quad Cities, which is where Floatzilla exists, that had the stuff not happened to Odessa in the beginning and the trip not been delayed a little bit, we would have gone to Floatzilla. But instead, we left a couple of weeks later than planned. So we will meet the founders of River Action and all of that when we go to the Quad Cities.
There's a barge coming there.
Oh, yep, and we have a barge behind us, my little rearview mirror. So exciting stuff. Quad Cities has lots of cool stuff going for it. Lock 15 is actually a museum. So we will go there, and then Davenport has a rich history of all kinds of stuff and lots of places for us to go see. So definitely hit Davenport up for the educational experience and what we're gonna learn, and meet the people there that are waiting for us and go see what the Quad Cities has in store. So tonight we'll almost make it there. We'll be on the outskirts of it. And then tomorrow we'll be in the Quad City area. So cool stuff, really cool locks coming up, and it is a beautiful day to be on the water. I kind of missed it. It's taken a while for me to bond to the water. It's taken a long time because at heart, I am a mountain girl. I love the mountains and I am a hiker at heart. So paddling was a whole new element and kind of took a while for me to embrace. But now that we've been out here for as long as we have, 52 days, it is kind of growing on me. And to be on the water today, to feel it, to feel the wind, the sun, hear the noises, hear the trains, and just the very rhythmic cadence of the paddle is becoming a comfort. So I'm very glad to be back on the water and very grateful for all that we've experienced. But I'm kind of coming to love the water. Maybe it's the people, maybe it's the water, I don't know, but it's a good place to be. So let's go paddle and see what today has in store. What it looks like when you share the river with the big old boys. There's the tow, those are the barges, and we're all sharing the river nicely. So for all the people so filled with fear about barges and canoes being on the river, this is what it looks like. They're over there, we're over here, and we're all just doing our thing. Yeah, Smoky just says southbound barge, and he just says there's a bunch of us out here.
That's wrong, yeah. I don't think I'll wake too many people up. I'll give you one there. Okay, I understand that. Yep.
He said he had crew members asleep, but he still did that, so that was very cool. He said he didn't want to wake too many people up, but he'd give us a little one. And that was not a little one, so very cool.
The Midgey some 40-some days ago, and we are headed for the Gulf of America. Be careful down there once you get below Baton Rouge. It gets treacherous.
All right. So Captain said, be careful south of New Orleans because it gets treacherous. So that's coming from a captain. As always, we'll assess and evaluate once we get down there. And if we're not faring so well or it's too much, we'll take that Atchafalaya out. But if navigating goes well and we're doing well, we'll stay the course. But either way is a legit finish to the Mississippi River Trail. For those who do not know, you can take the Atchafalaya out, which is basically known as Alligator Alley, and we'd be out there paddling with the alligators, which would be way freaking cool. Or we can take the New Orleans route, but it is known for being treacherous, large, big ships, ocean liners, and deep Gulf waters. So we're not real sure. It's hard to make a decision on what you haven't seen, what you haven't done. So just as we've done the rest of the trip, we will assess, evaluate, and take caution, be proactive, and make our decisions accordingly. So we'll figure it out when we get there. But very cool of him to honk, and very cool of him to let us know what lies ahead of us.
So we haven't arrived, but this is lunch. And look, there's a honeybee. So it's a honeybee just doing its thing. But we have not arrived to our destination, I wish. but we have 11 or 12 miles to go.
Snack stop in Albany, Illinois. We're back on the Illinois side of the river. I was over there, Illinois is over here. And it is a quaint, tiny little town. Nice bathrooms. They even put a Little Mermaid in there with like some seashell lights. It's really cool. Anyway, look at this. Real quick before we paddle out. We've been here way too long. And we actually had a lady come find us, and she saw us on the news this morning and just gave to us, just loved on us. So that's so cool. I don't even know what news station we're on, but it's really, really cool because she just came and found us while we were just having a little break. Look at that. The Illinois Great River Road. And this stretch of road, and it like shows you everything. Look at this. In Illinois, look. And it goes on about the Eagles and sightseeing and the heritage, goes on about the history and the ag. Look at that. Look over here, the history of ag in the region. But I will say that the 2 days we had to come off the water because of the high winds. We do have a headwind today. Yep, headwind. But it feels good. The 2 days that we had to be off the water due to it, we get to see parts of the world that we wouldn't see from boats. And so we saw a bunch of Iowa ag 2 days ago and things like that. That's what makes this trip so epic, is that we're seeing it by the river, and then when we can't be on the river, we're seeing it in other ways. So it just makes for a really complete, full experience of where we are, the river, the people, the culture, everything. I'm just so happy. Like, the kids are happy, I'm happy, and we're just seeing it in all different ways. Oh, that would be my boat. I probably need to get in it. There's the boat. There's the boat. There's a little Albany ramp. And there's a boat down there. And over there. Who's still fishing, and he always fishes, and he never doesn't fish. So, getting in, moving on, headed to Cordova. And there might be a few rain clouds in the sky. Look at that. We haven't had rain in a while, so we're about due for it. So let's go paddle in some rain. All right, new tripod is around, so I can talk and paddle at the same time and actually update without having to be stationary, which is really nice. And for the record, for those that have asked, I just get cheap little tripods. I'm not a $120 type of person tripod, or I'd be balling on a budget. So I just got the same kind I did last time because I like it. But I think it's like 19 bucks when it's not on sale, and it was on Amazon for, I actually found it on sale the second time, and it was like under $10. So they're just cheap little tripods, and yes, they do fall apart, but they work for a little while at least. But the fun part is Miss Not Oatmeal had 4 walkie-talkies given to her for her birthday, and they now work as radios between the 4 boats, which are actually really kind of handy. She wanted radios to talk to the big barges, which they do not. They're different frequencies, so safe there, but they are radios, and she can feel kind of big about it. But they actually came in really super handy because now all 4 boats can talk to each other. We just got word the house we are headed into tonight in Cordova has a pool, a heated pool at that, and a hot tub. So thanks to the radios, now as soon as they overheard that on speakerphone while I was talking to Corey, and yeah, that made its way around the radios and record speeds. So now all 4 boats know there's a heated pool awaiting us and a hot tub. So despite the 15-mile-an-hour winds, we are paddling fast and paddling hard. So I think we have like less than 10 or about 10 miles to go. So it's not a hugely bad day, just headwind. But as I've said in the past, I have a love-hate relationship with a headwind. It is a fan, so you don't get like so overheated just cooking in the sun. So I actually appreciate a little bit of headwind because of the fan type of sensation that it brings. So we're gonna have a good time tonight in Cordova, Illinois. It is on the Illinois side. So 10 miles or a little bit less. So not long. All right, so just so we know, this is our pretty cool fun fact and just science along the way. But a lot of the plants we pass, which is actually I think one of the first today, it's pretty rural where we've been. There's been a bunch of backyards in where Albany and Comanche. Those are the 2 small towns we went through, and those were just a lot of big backyards and docks out to the river. But this is the first actual processing plant we passed today, and pretty sure that is corn, because this is such a huge agricultural area that we're in, and the majority of it is corn, both in Illinois and Iowa, and that is the Illinois side. But that over there is, I think, one of the processing plants. And anyone that lives here local in this area, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong and give us some insight as to what that is. But from what we've been told, pretty sure that is a corn processing plant. And that big old barn right there is, and all that equipment is where they actually load the corn onto the barges. Very, very cool to have driven through the cornfields and come into Clinton that way due to wind, and then seeing the river side of it from this aspect. So we've seen that side of it, and now we're seeing this side of it from pasture to river. That's a very cool process to be able to witness. But yep, and there's a barge. Doesn't look like anyone is out there today. I'm not really even sure what day of the week it is. And yeah, so if it's a weekend, maybe that's why they're not out there, but if it's a weekday, maybe they're all inside. I'm not really sure. Should probably figure out what day of the week it is. They all run together when you're on a trail. So you don't know what date it is. Not sure what day of the week it is. You're just out here paddling, and you just get to where you're going when you get there. So yeah, corn processing plant, pretty sure. All right, so sometimes these are the only interesting parts of our day. And just so y'all get a glimpse of river life, this is an oncoming northbound barge. We've seen 2 southbound barges that come up behind us, so we have to be aware of what's behind us. But as of right now, because the river is a little bit narrower through here, the whole entire river is a channel. So green is on the far right there on that island, and red is just kind of over here where we are. They don't really have red buoys, so I guess the ships just kind of know to stay in the middle. But this is a northbound oncoming barge. So we see him, he sees us, I assume. We haven't radioed yet. But we stay over here in our little area, and he stays over there, and all is well. So there again, lots and lots of comments about being in the channel with barges and all of this. So this is just to help y'all experience what it is to be around the barges, because I was very curious while we were in the north and could not wait to get south to really kind of figure out what life is like in the channel. So granted, this is no St. Louis. Life will change after St. Louis. We're all aware of that. But as of now, north of St. Louis, this is our experience with the barges. And I'm sure we'll talk to them on the radio here in a minute. But not really sure why Smoky's out playing chicken with the train, but yeah, he'd be doing that sometimes. But all of the kids are behind me. I'm lead boat of the kids, and they are all single file behind me. Oh, look, he's standing out there. Y'all go wave. There we go.
Let's see if I can get him home. Oh, that's a barge. Look how big it is.
Mary Ellen. Look, he's going in to honk it. I think he's going to go in. Mary Ellen, are you on this radio channel? I have no idea what to say.
Mom, here, let me see.
All right, we are the 4 canoes to your right. Do you mind giving a blow of the horn for all the kids we have on our boat?
Yeah, how many you got?
I got 7 with me. We're headed to New Orleans.
7?
Yeah, thanks. Wizards well. There we go.
Yes! Yeah!
Thank you so much, sir. You just made their day. All right, there you have it. Mary Ellen
Yeah!
gave you a horn blow. Oh, yeah. He's having fun with it.
Yeah, so we're going to this guy's house, or this lady's house, ladies and guys' house, and they got a heated pool, and even if it wasn't heated, I would still swim, but they got a heated pool, and we get to sleep in their house, and Mom said that we have about like 6 miles left. Hey, can we get strapped on the back?
Actually, yes. You want to?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to? Hey, B&B, you want to come?
Yeah! Come on! You're here!
Yes.
Yeah!
Today's your day. They offered. You can.
Yeah! Let me on this boat! Yeah!
Oh, Opie was quick about it. She's already in.
Let me in, boys!
Hey, how do you think the best way is going to do this, Smoky? Like 1, 1, 1. Oh, no, I'm getting my leg. Huh?
Hey, walk up there. Hey, just walk up there. Walk down the boat and get in. There you go. Y'all want to ride? It's a surprise. They joke about it every time. I'm like, nobody's going to do that. So this just made their day. What you think, Smoky?
Well, we'll see.
You ready to go? There you go, Smoky.
Yeah. Now we're comfortable.
I like this. I can go to sleep.
You can go
Pretty
to sleep.
excited? The most creative way ever to do the Mississippi River right here.
Mom really is for canoes.
So we strong. You just got picked up in a pontoon.
Tomorrow you have to get in the kayak. On the trailer or something.
Hey, how many of them
See, I don't know. Now, if you knew if this is 5 miles and you're not in the canoe, then can you actually say you canoed the whole way?
Oh, we absolutely can. Our motto is that we are doing this river in the most creative ways possible, and this definitely falls in creative.
I won't tell anybody.
Mom, we're still in the river, so.
See, there you go.
That's right. You did the whole river. How you did it. That's all.
Exactly. And even on the wind days when we've decided that we just need to jump and we can't wait out the wind, we're seeing that. What's really cool is you see the ag side of it from the road, and then you see the river side as it goes into barges.
Yeah.
So really you can't go wrong.
Right.
It's just the whole experience.
Okay, so this is the end of day 52. We're at Mr. Keith and Miss Lynn's house. They picked us up in a boat, which we're really excited about, and we've been begging to do that, and the canoes dragged behind us. So we got to ride on the boat for the first time, and their house is amazing. Their house is nice, and they have a heated pool, which we swam in. I got here and I jumped in, and so they got a heated pool. We're doing laundry. They have a hot tub. Well, yeah, this is the end of day 52, and I'm really glad that we're here. So, good night.
End of day 52. I cannot even begin to express the level of gratitude I have for this day. We left Clinton with so many people wishing us well on our way out. People that are just very, very hard to leave. And it's the nature of the trail, is you meet these people and you just want to stay there for a life because you've built and surrounded yourself with relationships that you want to keep. The people that we can stay in touch with for infinitely. But I did not know this. I don't stay on top of where we're going a lot. My job is to just keep everybody moving down the trail. Corey does a lot of the back end. Nathan, the unseen person in this deal, he does a lot of the back end. Smoky will do some of the logistics. I've taken more over the logistics lately, but we work together on that. But as far as where we're going, people reaching out to us, they do more of that. So tonight was fairly a surprise. A couple had reached out to us and I knew nothing about other than their basic location, but they absolutely surprised us and the kids. The kids' biggest desire was to ride in a boat. I know no one with a boat. They got a few of them got a surprise boat ride in a John boat from some duck hunters the other day, and they were really cool, but not everybody got to go because they had a limit and the dude had to go pick up some more friends to duck hunt. So today Keith and Lynn surprised us by bringing their pontoon boat out and meeting us about 5 miles out and towing the canoes behind. We loaded in the river and just transferred over, towed the canoes behind, and we pontooned in the last 5 miles, which was so much fun. And huge surprise for the kids. So their dream came true of riding on a boat, and we got to do it and haul the canoes behind us. Really cool day. They have a pool that the kids swam in immediately. Once we got here, the kids went swimming. They have a hot tub we utilized. So it was just a really, really cool experience, and people that their history and their legacy is the Mississippi River. So we were able to hear how they've grown up on the river, how it's influenced them and what it means to them, and for them to now have a house on the river, and their family and their grandkids, and just kind of what their life is now, and just really, really cool relationships, and just grandparents to the kids. But the other aspect is everyone is in a bed tonight. The little four are crazy tired. They have gone non-stop, and it is hard to get them to go to sleep in a tent when there's so much going on around us. And like at the marina, as much fun as they had, it's very hard to kind of chill them out. So after swimming in the boat, they were in bed at 7 o'clock tonight, and they are sleeping hard in warm beds. The other aspect is the rain moved in, so I could not think of a more perfect night to be in a warm bed. The cold front is here, so it's a lot cooler. It's not cold, but it is very much cooler. The wind is pretty strong, and it's raining. So here we are tucked in a bed with lovely people that have just gone above and beyond. They fed us dinner, a massive dinner that was home cooked, and just welcomed us into their home, and we're sleeping in their beds. They just, like, the number of people that are willing to welcome this crew is just beyond me, but it absolutely creates a desire in me to go back and just give as much as I can and continue to build our lives to the point where we have the ability to give back as much as we've been given to, and to raise kids that know what it is to be loved and to love back, and just to be kind to others. So we end this day on a very beautiful note. We left this morning with beautiful people waving us off, and we were welcomed this evening by beautiful people that are welcoming us into their home. But it's a very good night, and we get to go stay in a warm bed while the wind blows outside and the rain falls. So good night, and we'll paddle out in the morning.